This photo says it all. The tariff men. Trump front and center, flanked by McKinley, Lincoln, Clay and Jefferson, puts him in the long line of US leaders who knew how to flex economic muscle. Trump's 50% tariffs on imports steel, aluminum and key goods? Just the latest move in centuries-old playbook. Tariffs, sanctions, trade wars, they're not new. America has been weaponizing its economy for generations. So the real question is, why does the US always reach for economic power, and does it actually work or just make a show of strength? Hello and welcome. You're watching Statecraft with me, Geeta Mohan. Trump's trade attack has deep roots. The US has always used tariffs to protect itself, fund government, and push political goals. Thomas Jefferson, president from 1801 to 1809, opposed high protective tariffs. He favored low duties to encourage trade and keep goods affordable, reflecting the agrarian economy of the young nation. Jefferson's philosophy: limited government, free markets, and minimal interference. He enacted the Embargo Act of 1807 to avoid conflict with Britain and France, halting US maritime trade. This wasn't a tariff per se, but it showed early experiments with economic coercion. Southern states, reliant on imports, welcomed low tariffs. Northern manufacturers wanted higher rates. Henry Clay's American system shaped 19th century protectionism. He argued for three pillars: protective tariffs to shield US industries, a national bank to stabilize commerce, and federally funded infrastructure to unify markets. High tariffs made imports costly, encouraging Americans to buy domestic goods. Clay's plan aimed to reduce foreign dependence and strengthen the US economy. Southern states opposed high duties, feeling unfairly burdened, but Northern industrialists prospered. Abraham Lincoln fully embraced tariffs as a cornerstone of economic strategy. The Morrill Tariff of 1861, passed just before his inauguration, raised rates from roughly 15% to 37.5% and later climbing above 47%. It aimed to fund the Civil War and protect domestic manufacturing. Lincoln owed his nomination and election to Northern protectionists demanding high tariffs to shield American industry from Europe. Today, Trump's 50% tariff on India mirrors Lincoln-era logic: high stakes, clear messaging, and pressure through economic leverage. William McKinley, celebrated by Trump as inspiration, made tariffs central to US policy. As the House Ways and Means Committee chairman, he authored the McKinley Tariff Act of 1890, raising average import duties to nearly 50%, with tin plates spiking from 30% to 70% and wool goods sharply higher. The goal? Protect emerging industries like steel, textiles and tin, stabilize the economy, and shield American workers from foreign pauper labor. Consumer prices rose, provoking backlash and political losses for Republicans in 1890. As president, McKinley passed the Dingley Tariff of 1897, setting rates near 57%, the highest in US history. Tariffs now had dual purpose: economic shield and moral imperative. The 1930 Smoot-Hawley tariff dramatized the risks of overreach. Over 20,000 goods faced steep duties to protect US farmers and industry. Global retaliation slashed trade. Imports fell 40% in 2 years, and the Great Depression worsened. Tariffs punished others but also hurt the home economy. During the Cold War, sanctions complemented tariffs. Tariffs hit imports, sanctions hit adversaries. Cuba, the USSR, North Korea, and allies faced embargoes, asset freezes, and military export bans. The Trading with Enemy Act and Export Administration Act provided legal cover. After 1991, tariffs dropped, sanctions sharpened. NAFTA, WTO, and bilateral deals lowered trade barriers, yet trade disputes persisted. Sanctions targeted terrorism, nuclear ambitions, and rogue states: Iran, North Korea, Russia. The US leveraged the dollar to pressure non-US firms, applying extraterritorial force. History repeats itself, and India's firm response proves that leverage has limits when nations protect their sovereignty. India.